Hello, Pamela here from Phoenix, and in today's session I want to show you how to create an invoice for your client. So by now you should be fairly familiar with the system and how to navigate to your organizations and from your organizations to reports. You will have to be a manager in Phoenix in order to do this. Once I'm here, I would go to Activity Report, and I'm going to select a week period from the 17th of July to the 21st. And what that means from the 17th is these dates are inclusive, so the report will run from the 17th right up to the 21st. So I now have a report that has 1 week worth of activity. I can now export it to CSV. I can now open up the CSV file. In the Excel file, I can just click in the top left box and I put my cursor on the first column, double click, and that will have all the fields, column widths to the right size. So this has now given me the Excel export of all the activity for the week by the circle, the service name, the status, if it was provided, an ID number, the date the supports were delivered, the title of the appointment, the quantity, so the hours of the appointment served, and the unit price of that service. In this column next to unit price, I'm just going to type a column called fees. And this, we just want to calculate how much fees you would charge based on the unit price. The one cell of hours multiplied by the unit price. And then I can drag that formula down, and I'm just going to do some cosmetic formats here to make it into 2 decimal places just by clicking on the comma. So now I can see the total that's now been charged. And I also might want to just rearrange this a little bit so that I can have it all by client. At the moment, it's running it by date of delivery. So to do that, I can simply go back again to home. I go to sort and filter, and I would select sort and filter, and it's already, because I clicked on A to Z, it's now sorted that by client. So now we can go into our accounting software that we use. In this case, for Phoenix, we use Wave Accounting. We love them. They simplify a lot of our invoicing, but I just want to show you how easy it is to copy and paste over. So in the Wave system, you can see here a template to put your invoice. And so I would simply go back to my Excel report that I just created. I'm going to click this first service column and simply paste that, copy, and then paste that into our first column in the invoice. Now there's a greater description here, and I would go back to my Excel spreadsheet, and I mentioned about the title, and the title is where we've recorded every type of service that we provided for this circle, Kathy. So I'm going to simply copy this title with all the commentary and paste that in. Now I'm going to also copy in the date it was delivered, which is the column next to it, just so that you'll see in a minute why that is so. So again, simply copy and paste that in. Now it's in the format of the Wave. It's given me a quantity and then a price. So I've got my unit price here, so I might actually just copy the unit price and paste that in. I know it was for 1 unit, and it's given me a total of 92.27. Go to my next item, and I'm going to copy again this cell, the service name, and as I mentioned in the description, we can see here it was a call with a therapist. I'm going to paste that in, and there are several of these calls with therapists, so we were calling a few of them. We want to then put some more detailed information, which is the column next to it, and I can paste that in below. Now, ready for the next trick. In quantity, we know we only spent 0.25 hours talking to this therapist, so I'm going to paste that in here. And price, I can again put my unit of the service in. And again, you might use a slightly different platform for your accounting invoicing, so it may be slightly different, but you can see how Wave has done this great way for you to calculate what that amount is for 0.25 charge. So there you go, a very easy way for you to take the information from an activity report in Phoenix, export it to Excel with a slight formatting in Excel, and then create an invoice in your accounting system simply by copying and pasting the cells. Thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed it.